Hey folks, Smudge here. I get to announce Monday night's guest, Mr. Ben Avery, more commonly known in the YouTube circles as CAB7. Why CAB7, you ask? Well, probably because the first 6 cabs, he insisted other people get in them. We don't know, but we're going to find out come Monday night. It's a comedy channel, something a little different, but perhaps better known for his live streams. He has live streams that are likely to pop up anytime, night or day, and they're very different. They're not about me's. They're not, this is what I've done. They're about the people in the stream. He's all about community and uplifting others. If we go to his About page, his description reads, I enjoy performing comedy sketches. I like the light side of life. I also do videos about silver bullion stacking, flower and vegetable raised bed and bucket gardening, acrylic landscape art, and my amateur building of barn birdhouses. I also do a minimum amount of product reviews. My videos will be eclectic and hopefully interesting and maybe educational in a small way. I hope to make friends with like-minded people. Feel free to like my videos, leave comments, and subscribe. Thank you so much for your support. Well, folks, he supports everybody who comes to his channel. You're only a stranger until you say hello. You're greeted with a warm smile. So with that, let's leave you with just a short clip of one of his latest comedy sketches.
Is this damn thing on right now? That damn little red light. Oh, there it is. Okay. My name is Leonard Scabcappy, and I'm right proud of my name because my mama gave it to me. Listen, this is my 47th time to put out a damn ad, and I ain't having too much luck. But I'm still fairly young. I'm 58 years old, and I'm looking, well, for a woman with big bones, you know what I mean?
You're not.
Hi, I'm live. I'm typing, and he says, you're on. Hey, everybody. We make a fool of me at least once every week on my live streams. So you all know why you're here tonight. You have to sit close because I'm not sure we have chairs for everybody. Room in front. We have to have McCrae Family Homestead and Bee Lady up front. They are both home and doing better. Knock on wood. Bee Lady has new meds, so if anybody wants her old ones, we can start the bidding. CAB7, once he comes on, maybe he can be the auctioneer. Who knows, you know? So, yeah, we're going to have a heck of an hour. I don't think there's going to be one moment that you're not going to be laughing or holding yourself because you know you have to go to the bathroom. You did do that before this started, right?
Okay, well, you said an hour. I happen to know that Cab's already got 16 hours on the screen today.
Yeah. Cab was.
So, I don't know if he was warming up for tonight. I don't know what he was doing.
Midnight till 8 or so this morning. He was on, and then he took, I don't know how long of a break, and then he was on again for another 8 or 10 hours. So he took a 3-hour nap, and he's with
back.
us this evening.
Yeah,
all primed and ready to go.
He's hiding in the back room here.
Yeah.
So, I suppose we better let him out before he tears the walls down. What do you think?
No, you can't hide him behind those curtains very long. He'll
Cab, are you ready, Cab? You sure you're ready? He says he's ready.
Oh.
He says he's ready.
Christine Betts needs to laugh, so let's get this party rolling.
Cab, you are live, sir.
Simply 7. Hi, Nicole or Josh, or both.
Ben, you are on the screen.
Hello, all. How are you all doing?
If you all have any questions, put them in capital letters, so either I can see them or one of our mods will see them, and we'll try to get them so he can answer any questions you got. And floor is yours, folks.
Oh, I have a question real quick here. What happened to the first 6 cabs?
Well, 5 of them are upstairs. Did you want me to bring them down so I can show them to you?
Oh, they're hidden in a room. Only 5.
Oh, look at all those.
Gardeners here also. Woohoo!
Wow.
Well, doesn't he though? I totally agree. He has a wonderful voice. He's one of those ones that, and my son's the same way. You could put him behind a microphone and he'd be great. I don't know if he brought his peanut butter drive shaft.
Oh, God, yes, it's right here.
If not, we have spare Jiffy in the pantry. We're good to go.
Well, Daniel Giles, my judge, wants to know what is the word for tonight, Cab.
What is the word for tonight?
What is the word for tonight?
Refreshed.
Refreshed. Okay.
That's a good word for him today, that's for sure. Sam Wise wants to know if you have any dogs or cats and what are their names.
Yeah, I do. I have one cat. She is 11 years old. We got her when she was 8 weeks old. She's a Siamese, and her name is Akasha, but I call her baby girl.
Akasha. That's
right.
Cool. That's a neat name.
Yeah.
And Simply 7 wants to know, where is your peanut butter? It's probably out of sight, Simply 7.
It's right here.
Yeah.
It is right. It's always within arm's reach.
And Brian wants to know, you said there were 5 cabs upstairs, but where's the 6th one? Because you're the 7th one. Think fast.
I'm gonna have to go back over to Lowe's Hardware and get one.
Lowe's has them. We've been in there lately. Tim, are you expecting a hat from Ben?
No.
Yeah, sounds like Ben doesn't know either.
No.
Hey, Bet in the Farm, you didn't have any internet. Well, shame on the internet people. Don't they know that we have to have internet in these houses lately?
All right, he's eating the peanut butter. Does that mean that he's getting geared up for something here?
That could be. Well, peanut butter, he's also diabetic, so you know why I eat peanut butter.
Yep, absolutely.
No, I'm not diabetic.
Are you not diabetic? Okay, I thought you were.
No, it's a wonderful thought, but no, I'm not.
He just likes his peanut butter.
Yeah, I do.
805 Roadking says you promised him a hat.
Oh, gee, I don't even know that person.
Oh, dark matters in the house.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my.
Hey, dark matter.
Oh, good Lord. There was not a dull morning on your live stream this morning with the panel you had.
Wow. That was such an experience. I mean, it started out awesome. I mean, we had a gentleman that came on. His channel name is Chaos Paddlers. And it was unexpected. And this guy said, "Hey, Cab," and he showed his dad's tackle shop. I have never seen so many lures in my life. He had $450,000 worth of lures. And if you were to think of what that looks like, I mean, tens of thousands of lures. But that was nothing. I mean, fishing poles, reels, all different types of string, everything from the 30s and 40s. It was amazing. One of the largest collections in the United States.
Ew, I guess.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful.
Good Lord. I see. I think. Oh, Mitchell Family Reality TV Show is asking, what year did you start on YouTube, and what was your favorite YouTube video you ever made?
Oh, geez. I think I started in 2013 watching videos, but I didn't start doing videos until 2 years, 5 months ago is when I first started my first video. But my favorite out of all my videos, it's got to be a serious video. It's one that I took on I took everyone in the audience on a hike with me to my favorite lake up here, and I did the film for people that couldn't get out of their homes. And it's I said, this is for you folks, for you people that are homebound, disabled. I said, and you can't get out into nature. This video is for you. And I got a lot of good compliments on that. But whenever I do anything here on YouTube, it's for the community. It's not for me.
And Tim's World's asking, when are you coming to Seaburg?
I've never heard of Seaburg.
Tim, you may want to spell that out for us. Miss Country Girl wants to know what brand of peanut butter. She's a connoisseur.
Oh, yeah. The Jif peanut butter is my favorite peanut butter.
That's Daryl's preference.
Heck yeah. Oh, old Alabama gardener's here. Hey, how about that?
It's always nice to see Charles stop in.
It sure is. And he'd like to know what the CAB stands for.
Sure. My original channel name was Comedian Artist Ben 7, but because the title was so long, a friend of ours, Granny Monster, went ahead and said, Ben, why don't you go ahead and cut that name down so people can find you in the search engine? And we changed it to CAB7, as you can see on the hat there.
Yeah.
I just knew there was something up with that story about all the cabs upstairs.
Yeah. And Country Girl wants to know, crunchy or creamy?
Oh, well, I got no teeth, so the only way I can eat it is creamy.
Well, I was going to say that, but I figured, well, you never know. And yeah. McCrae Family Homesteads can't thank you enough for the help you gave them after Hurricane Irma.
It was my pleasure.
Chris is telling folks they better hit the button or he's going to whack the kitty. Oh,
that's our Grizz.
I'm telling you, that poor kitty, I'm surprised it hasn't run away yet.
You know, Grizz was talking about that I can't remember the exact saying of words, but something about smoking, and then I drive him to smoking, or I taught him how to smoke. Well, this one's for you, buddy, and and the peanut butter was for Drive Shafter, my good buddy Drive Shafter up in Canada.
Well, 805 Road King wants to know boxers or briefs. Is that all he has to choose from?
Well, if they've been washed, it's usually briefs.
Oh, you should have been there. What, Country Girl, half an hour ago maybe? Sam put his video up on the phone and put it up to his screen, and I because I already saw it, so I told everybody, whatever you have in your mouth, swallow it. Trust me on this.
Oh Lord, that word swallow.
There we go again.
oh no. Dark matter, don't say nothing.
Grandpa's Place wants to know, how many kids and or grandkids do you have?
Absolutely zero. Absolutely zero. I think my sister made up for that. She has 3 boys and 3 girls, and I helped kind of raise those kids for a few years. And after that stint, it was like, this wasn't supposed to be in the pamphlet, and I said, no more for me.
Well, Ben, I know you like comedy. You like doing the comedy skits and stuff like that.
I do.
Do you do any comedy outside of YouTube? Do you do anything anyplace else?
Oh, as in acting for an audience, no. Wherever I go, though, I like to bring a sense of humor. I mean, if I'm standing in a grocery line, I was saying this earlier during the live stream, that I like to let people know about YouTube, and if people are standing in line and they're all upset and pissed off because they want to get through the line over at a grocery store or something, I've got to say something to kind of lift people's spirits up. So wherever I go, I try to do that.
I can just see him going out the checkout at the grocery store, telling the lady in front of him that I have an exercise video on YouTube.
Well, what I normally like to do is,
or I like women with big bones.
Oh yeah, exactly. But I like to go to different stores like Lowe's, for example, and I'll say, "Do you accept Home Depot credit cards?"
They look at you like, what?
Yeah.
Sam Wise wants to know if you've eaten any dirty chicken eggs lately.
I think I'm going to make that a tradition.
I just heard about that this evening.
Yeah, I've got a video on that. I went down to meet Kelvin's Corner 72 down in Georgia, and he raises chickens down there, and I knew nothing about chickens, and I had the opportunity to lift up a chicken in my arms, and it was different for me. Well, the thing started flapping its wings around. I don't think it liked the way I was holding it. And so I set her down, and then there was a nesting box, and there was an egg in it, and Kelvin said, "Look in there." And sure enough, there was an egg that the chicken had just laid, and I took that egg, and he said, "I want you to eat it." And I said, "I ain't going to eat that darn thing." Well, I stuck it in my mouth anyway, and I spit it out like a chicken having an egg, and I catch it in my hands, and it fell to the ground. I felt so bad because, that's their food. But he said, "Do you know that chicken probably pooped and peed all over that darn thing?" And my eyes got big, and it's like, oh no.
I'm surprised you didn't go around the side of the barn and barf.
Oh.
Oh, Lord. They want to know, what did you do in the service?
Yes, I did 2 jobs in the service. I was a cook, which was foremost, and I was hired to become a mural artist, and I worked out the missile sites out in Montana, and there's 20 missile sites out there. Worked at all of them. I was a sole cook out there, but to bring up the morale of the troops, they asked me to do murals of Montana sceneries, and that's what I did out there. So I had a pretty good time in my stint in the service.
Good.
Yeah.
So you haven't done any YouTube cooking?
Actually, yeah, I do have a video on YouTube of me cooking, and I cooked up peanut butter pancakes.
I guess I missed that one.
Actually, I think I did that on a live. I might have did that on a live stream. I can't remember. I think it's a video.
Well, and I know that you have showed some raised bed gardening.
Yes.
You're still active with that? Just some tomatoes and some beans or something, or?
Yeah, this season I grew I think 12 different vegetables and fruits, and I would say that my success rate was about 75%. We've had so much rain down here. But because I had raised bed gardens, the water drained down to the earth, so I didn't have any problems with the ground being too wet in the raised bed gardens.
And I saw your barn birdhouses.
Yeah, that's a tongue twister.
Those are awesome. Those are beautiful.
Thank you.
Do you sell them?
No, but I get my soil from to fill up the raised bed gardens from the Amish farm about 3 miles from me. And he said, instead of come down here and paying me $50 a truckload, why don't you go ahead and make me one of those barns? He said, and every time you come down here, you can give me another barn. Well, I'm thinking, I know what this guy's going to do. He's going to take these darn barns, he's going to sell it in one of those shops.
And make good money for them. I mean,
heck yeah.
They're gorgeous.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if I was close, I'd be having a couple of them. Those things are awesome.
The barns are kind of unique because I've had them up for 3 years now, and with each barn that went up, within a half an hour, birds were already making a nest in them. It's kind of like, check out the apartment, and if you like it, go ahead and put a down payment, which I got. And the down payment of birds. And I'm a birder. I like birds, but the down payment is just being able to watch them and enjoy their companionship.
Yep, we have what are those little buzzy things? Hummingbirds.
Yes.
In the summer, and
yeah.
Yeah. Then come winter, I change out the hummingbird feeders for regular bird food feeders. So.
There you go. Yeah, we have hummingbirds here, and they come from the river. During the wintertime, they go down and live in the forest, and during the spring and summer and early fall, they come up here, and you see them every day, and it's kind of cool because I had shoot, now I forgot what the heck I was going to say, but by God, I put them on film. I was able to get them on film, but when I watched the film, it wasn't good enough because they moved so quick. Mm-hmm. I thought I was going to have a good video, but it was nothing but a blur.
Yeah. I've tried the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know where it was. Someone asked, where about you grew up? Have you always been in Pennsylvania?
No. I'm adopted. And I was born in Bitburg, Germany. And I'm from a family of 10 children. And one of my sisters and me were adopted together back in the late 60s, and by American parents. My dad was in the military, Air Force, and coincidentally, he did the same job that I ended up doing at the same base 20 years later. But I lived in Montana for 20 years, lived out in Oregon for a couple of years, lived out in Utica, New York for a period of time, and then down in Florida, and then up to Pennsylvania.
Well, I know Utica. I'm from Rochester originally.
Oh, wow, yeah.
and B-Lady's up that way also.
Nice.
Old Alabama Gardener wants to know what your favorite vegetable to grow is.
My favorite vegetable to grow is green beans. It's a Blue Lake green beans. And I'll tell you, once you plant one of those things, just one bush, you're going to get a harvest that's continuous. They just keep growing and growing and growing throughout the whole summer. But if you grow more than you need, you're going to have to ask neighbors if they want some.
If I'm not mistaken, when we had Old Alabama Gardener, someone asked what his favorite vegetable is, and his was, if I'm not mistaken, it was rattlesnake beans.
He's in here.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, Charles, but wasn't it rattlesnake beans that was your favorite? Go ahead.
Okay. Finger Lakes Prepper has asked, how many YouTubers have you visited, CAB7?
I have had the pleasure of meeting 39 YouTubers so far.
These are all people you have gone and met?
Yes, I make pre-arrangements with a particular YouTube channel, and I say, what do you think? That, what the deal is I drive down to them, most of their homes, and I do an interview with them, just kind of like the way we're doing right now. And then I take that and I come back to my place here, and I stick it up on my channel here on YouTube, and it's my way of giving back to channels, the community, because it's a huge shout out. And to actually have someone at your house is so much more different than over a phone or over the internet or something like that.
Well, that's true, but obviously, we've kind of fallen into this little genre thing here that we're doing, and we enjoy it.
Oh yeah, no, not to say anything about I brag about you guys, and I think it's really cool. You've got one heck of a following, and people know about you all over the place. But I think it's important these interviews are really important because you're telling a huge audience, a variety of people about your channel, and I think that's absolute. I think that's just absolute.
Well, the idea behind this, though, Cab, is not for us. This is for, well, it is in a way, but it's more for a different channel to expose themselves to a different audience.
Yep. That's right. That's right.
Now, obviously, we love to do it, or we wouldn't be doing it.
Right.
But it's more for somebody in here that maybe has absolutely, they've never heard of a CAB7 or a CAB6 or 5.
They're upstairs.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they're upstairs.
Yeah, we have to tell them they're upstairs.
And CAB6 is at Lowe's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, we enjoy this very much. We look forward to doing it every single week. And I know some of our guests are in the chat here tonight, and we see them all the time. So it's just it's a whole thing about community and bringing people together and sharing.
That's right. That's what it's about. You know, you're gonna find people in the community that do that. That's their passion, is to grow other channels, help other channels out, especially the little guy. You know, they're confused and they don't know what they're getting into, and you kind of have to guide them along. And one day you would hope that they leave the nest and they become a superstar or something like that.
I see Cases are in here tonight, and
good old Case family.
We'll say hello to them. All Sorts is in here. They are going to be a guest.
Awesome.
Grizz270 is in here. He's going to be a guest, folks.
All right.
We're going to have him on the channel here coming up in the relatively near future. Old Alabama Gardener is in here, and he was last week.
Yes.
Yeah, he was. That was just last week. We still have people talking about him, so it's a lot of fun. We enjoy it very, very much. Matter of fact, Old Alabama Gardener, if you're listening here, I left you a message on your Skype, so you might want to check your Skype. And I'm afraid to ask. Should I take him off the screen? What's going on here?
What's he doing?
I don't know.
Oh, sorry about that. That was for dark matter.
Was that for the chloroform?
It sure the heck was.
I knew it. I was reading his comments. I knew that's what it was.
Oh my gosh. All right, you had me going. I was thinking I was going to have to get you off the screen here real quick, and we're going to have to call 911.
Do CPR.
Oh, Lord, no. No.
Hello, I got this guy that's passed out on the floor. I see him, but
we can't reach him.
Exactly.
Well, how close is he? Oh, I don't know. Depends. A foot?
About 400 miles.
Yeah. Okay. Start bringing them on, folks. We could have them sing to a comedy act.
Oh, no, I'm not prepared for none of that.
Oh, you're not prepared to sing?
No, because I would be waking up people in this house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So in other words, you have a booming voice that you project.
Actually, I can do many different voices.
Well, you just now opened the door.
And continue.
Yeah, what did I open the door to?
your many, many voices.
Oh, that's just great. I'll do one impression for you.
Okay.
And this is Jimmy Carter. Now, some of you are too young to remember who Jimmy Carter are, but for those that do, this is Jimmy Carter. My name is Jimmy Carter. My wife Rosalind and my daughter Amy are so happy that we were elected president and vice president. I will do my best to be your president here in the United States of America. That's my Jimmy Carter.
Now, can you see that now that they want certain ones Daffy Duck.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Rumpelstiltskin.
All right. No, it's time. It's time. It's trivia time, folks.
Ooh, let me get out my camera. So I put my trivia time. You may want to explain because we got a lot of folks that don't know.
The rules will come up here in a second. Here we go. Simple rules, folks. You can only win once every 4 weeks. You must be the first person to answer the question correctly in the chat window as it is received and recorded on the stream here. You must send us an email with your address within 48 hours. Our email address is twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. So it's all very simple.
And folks, I do keep track of who our winners are. I have this wonderful Hebrew planner that B-Lady got me. Making use out of it. But so everybody knows I keep track of who our winners are. So
okay, so let's go on and get right into question number 1. So I'll put this on the screen. I will read it. And at that point, the gates are open. I think this is going to go quick. So here we go. What branch of the military did CAB7 serve?
you know what Daniel's going to put. Telling you, we need to get the Jeopardy.
Air Force, Grandpa's Place. Grandpa's Place is number 1.
That's correct.
Woohoo!
Grandpa's Place, please send us an email, twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Twofamilyhomestead, all one word, @gmail.com.
Or if you'd like to donate it to Coco Noel, she's trying to get her $2 back to put into her dowry. Just kidding. I'm surprised Daniel didn't put pancakes.
I think he was lost. I don't know.
No, he put pancakes as soon as he walked in the channel.
Okay. But, all right. Grandpa's Place, thank you very much. And just because we have some new folks in here, the winners of this trivia contest, we send you a genuine $2 bill. I mean, this is not play money. This is the real thing. So everybody can, like we say, everybody can use a couple bucks, and not everybody has a $2 bill. But
exactly.
I think some of the people that have gotten them have actually put them in frames, hung on their wall.
Coco's paying back on her dowry.
Well,
remember? Yeah.
They're going to have to keep playing. You know.
Well, she intends to.
Yep.
Yep.
So, anyway. All right. We've had Jimmy Carter. And we just had to go to trivia just to give him a break. You got somebody else you want to do, Ben?
Oh, well, actually, if you give me just 1 second. Now, I'm doing the same thing that Alabama Gardner did. I'll be back in just a second. It won't be more than 10 seconds. Hold on now.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm doing this for, I'm going to do this for our friend 805 Road King. And he's seen this so many times, I think he's tired of seeing it. But that trivia question that you guys just asked, I got out of the service in 1991. And I still have my uniform. I was a 3-striper senior airman. And this is my uniform when I was in at Malmstrom Air Force Base, Montana. So I keep it under plastic. But I will never throw that away, and I'll probably end up being buried in it.
Do you still fit in it?
That's the problem. I asked the funeral home, and I really did. I went over to the funeral home, and I said, this uniform, I'm not 149 pounds anymore. I said, is there any way that this can be displayed on me while I'm in rest? And they said, yeah, we cut the back.
Okay.
Yeah, and so it would look like I'm wearing the darn thing. So yeah, they can fix me up real good.
All right. And a lot of people, and Sherry and I, we all thank you for your service that you put in.
Yes, we do. We sure do.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank all of our servicemen,
That's right.
Past, present, and future.
You are right.
Wouldn't be able to complain about the United States without you, you know? And a lot of them do.
So, what does Ben see in the future for CAB7?
Well, it's kind of funny that you mentioned that, but yesterday, a gentleman came on to the panel, and he brought up an idea to my attention, and he said, "What would you think about doing this certain idea?" And I said, "Well, I don't think anyone on YouTube would ever like that idea." And so I did a test, and everyone liked it. And he said, "Ben, I'm going to get back with you in a couple of days, and we're going to try this, and we're going to put it up on YouTube and see if it can become successful. I can't share it with you, but I'm going to run with this idea. But I don't think I'm going to change as a person at all. I've always been the same, down to earth, and I'm always going to be, lifting people up and giving people a hand up, and just being the same old Ben that I've always been."
Well, do you have any? I'm assuming you're going to continue your comedy movies, your skits.
Yeah. Well, the thing that's kind of cool about the people of YouTube, the viewers, even the creators themselves, is when people, and I'm sure everyone has experienced this, when you start doing videos, there's going to be a group of people that are just going to enjoy the heck out of you, and that's why they're there, because you have a common bond, whatever that common bond may be, and they want you to do more and more and more, and over a period of time, your channel grows, and I'm kind of the same way. I do inspirational live streams. I can't stand to see people depressed or down. I like lifting people up, and there is several people in our community that need that, and they tell me, "Ben, I needed that to start my day," or "Ben, today's been a bad day, and I needed that boost," and that's for the comedy. And God dang, there's no amount of money in the world that can help someone out. I mean, you can't pay $1,000 to someone and say, "Hey, be happy." I think medicine is comedy. I really do.
Sam Wise wants to know if you have a picture of you when you were young.
Well, I do, but that might take a few minutes to find. I do. As a matter of fact, I've got a picture of me right after I was adopted in Germany.
Oh, cool.
I do have one. Yep.
And Sullivan Family Homestead wants to know if by chance you're going to be at the Homesteaders of America conference in a few weeks.
I wish I could. I wish I would have known about this earlier, but maybe next year. If I can be around a whole bunch of YouTubers, I like that experience. I would hope that I'm going to be able to do that next year, sure, because I know quite a few people that go to that.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
We'll talk after the show with you about that a little bit.
Old Alabama Gardener wants to know if you served in Okinawa while you were in the Air Force.
No, I actually, it was all stateside. I put in 4 years and 1 month from 87 to 91 at Malmstrom Air Force Base up in Montana. And when I was just a couple months of getting out, that's when the Gulf War started and the buildup to the Gulf War. And volunteers, our colonel, squadron commander, asked who wanted to go over to Iraq. And it was solely volunteer at the time. I raised my hand, but they didn't pick me. But I kind of look back at that, and well, I've got hard feelings about the troops that we've lost. But yeah. So Montana was the only place I served.
Black Cat said, "Soon as this is over, I could use a drink of something after today." Telling you,
No.
I'm sure Cab could, and the ones that were in his first live stream, then his second live stream, I'm surprised they're sitting up. Gosh.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I don't know what prompted me to do that. Last night I got on, and my intention was to do a 2-hour live stream, and I said the hell with it, because people were coming in, and people. I love to be around people, and when certain people come in, especially, it's like, oh, I like being in your company, and I love talking to you, and the conversations are always good, and it just kept going on. And so throughout the night, and then into the day, into the afternoon today, so many good people in our community. No amount of money could pay for friendship like that.
And Dana said it was a nice chat, but she needed to take her cold to bed. She must have what Country Girl had a few weeks ago, because Country Girl had it bad that night she was on with us.
Yeah, she did.
Mm-hmm.
So, with your chats, and this is something that both Sherry and I found very open and interesting with you, is the very broad selection of people you have showing up into your chats. I mean, you have some gamers. You have dark matter.
That's a category in itself. Yeah.
You have some homesteaders.
Yeah.
You have some preppers from different countries. And you have some pretty good sized YouTubers, and you have some very small YouTubers.
Right.
I know I was visiting with you here for a little bit, and you had a channel on out of Florida.
Out of Florida, the McCrae family?
No.
Oh.
No. I'm pretty sure he's out of Florida. He's got close to 150,000 subscribers.
Oh, yes.
The one that was on this morning.
Takedown Man.
Takedown Man.
That's right.
Very, very interesting.
Oh, yeah.
And it's... Sherry and I both find it fascinating that you get such broad spectrums of people, mingling all together in this one small room, if you would. And that's something we try to project here on our streams as well. I mean, absolutely.
That's right. Yes, you do.
Absolutely. Yep. Everybody is welcome in here as long as you behave yourself. And people know what I mean when I say that. I mean, we can't have bad language and so on and so forth. We can't do that. But no, we certainly appreciate what you do. And I told you, it was just time to turn the tables and for you to explain yourself a little bit more.
and you know that I really appreciate that. Wow.
Dark Matter says, "Damn, I found my niche. It's me." And Drive Shaft Drew said, "Last time I'll say this tonight, Ben, CAB7, peanut butter."
Oh, geez, this is my third scoop, Drew.
Oh, that's why. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Drew, this is for Drew, and I always say this. Well, I don't get to see him too much anymore, but whenever I do see him, I say, cheers to you, my friend.
Now, is that straight peanut butter, or do you have that laced with something?
I can't really defend myself because I took the label off, so... No, it's actual peanut butter there. It sure the heck is. It's just laced with something.
Vinny G says Vegemite.
Vinny G, you say that, and that the first thing I hear is that stupid song going through my head. Now it's going to go through my head all night long.
Uh-oh.
And I heard that Vegemite is like nasty. Maybe because we don't know it. I don't know. You'll have to, Vegemite and peanut butter, Sam. You try it first.
You know, I heard him say that in the chat somewhere during the live streams, and I thought he said vitamin. And if you know what that is a product that Lucille Ball had to do on one of her shows, the I Love Lucy show.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember that. Oh, wait.
She got drunk off of.
I remember it because of the reruns, not because I was old enough to watch when it first came out. You understand?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. My feet are up on the bottom of my chair. It's getting deep in here, I'll tell you.
So, is there anything you'd like to share with the folks in here, Ben? That
just a minute.
Okay, I've been hushed.
Only because Black Cat. I just saw your message, and I saw it earlier. I think possibly in Country Girls channel a little bit ago, maybe. You suffered from depression in the past, sweetie. I know what you're going through. I'm really glad Two Family Homestead and Country Girl invited me to watch. CAB7 Ben is, and I've never met him in person. We've never met him in person. Just this, what is it, Howard? 2D? We have to wait till we're 3D. We've never met in person, but he is one of the most down-to-earth, honest people that we know. And there's quite a few. I'm not saying nobody else is, but the way we portray ourselves here, Daryl and me, and you can ask Homestead with the Cases. They met us last month. Coco Noel met us last month. This is how we are. This is real. This is us. Daryl and I were banter back and forth. We've done that since we've met, and that's one of the ways we hooked up. And when we contacted with Ben the other day to make sure our Skype was working, because we do this with Skype, not
well, it's not Hangouts.
Hangouts,
like
Google
that.
Hangouts.
Right.
We started chatting, and when he got on tonight to make sure it was all working, he said he looked back on his logs. He said he didn't realize that we talked for 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And I said, I thought it was like an hour. But it was just like you knew each other. You were friends. You knew each other forever, and we're just catching up. So we are so glad you're here, and we have a live stream every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We have someone different every Monday night. Tuesday night, Daryl has started classes on Filmora, which is a video tech editing software. So we're here. I'm on Facebook. Message us. I'll call you up. We'll chat anytime.
And Ben, Grizz has said that he doesn't care what Sherry and I say about you. He thinks you're okay.
Well, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with Grizz. That's for darn sure.
We're happy little Vegemites, as happy as can be. Vinny G. How can we help but love you?
Ben also served in the Navy. He was the Noah's midshipman on the Ark.
Who said that?
Daniel God is my judge.
Oh, he's here from Ohio. He's one of us.
Yeah. Good old Dan. I think it was Daniel. I got to give him kudos because there was a period of time, and some of us go through this when we're on YouTube, that things could become overwhelming. And there was a short period of time that I was going to leave YouTube because just so much was happening. And I did. I left for a couple days. And Daniel started doing a live stream, and he said, I can't take, I think it was Daniel, I can't take the place of CAB7, but I'm going to do the best that I can to promote what he was promoting while he was here. And I certainly, to have a person do something like that, I was just completely touched. Wow. And I came back to the community and bigger, better, and stronger than ever and I'll never do that again, because all of us, people depend on us, whether you believe it or not. Each one of us as creators and viewers. There are people that count on each one of us.
Ben, there's another person in the chat here. Maybe this is somebody that you know. Harry Fessler says, Ben,
Yeah.
you inspire me, but do you ever carry other people in your mind or heart after a stream?
Do I carry people in my heart after a stream?
Yes.
What, I don't know what he means by that.
Well, maybe he can explain it a little better, but I mean, I just read it verbatim here.
Oh, okay. I can try to. If he's talking about if someone's going through a rough patch in their life, do I keep in contact with them? And if that's the case, I certainly do. Well, a good example is the McCrae family. I mean, they went through a disaster, and I said, when I do this live stream, it's not going to be one time, because that doesn't fix it. You've got to keep doing it. You got to keep mentioning these people. Hey, keep them in your prayers and your mind. Send donations to help them out. I try to go the distance, and hopefully that person is lifted up. I can't do it by myself, but I do what I can. But I do keep tabs on people, make sure that their life is doing good.
Yeah. Due to what we're talking about, Hurricane Irma hit Florida. Not everybody was affected by it. My daughter and her fiance left Florida that Friday morning. They were here in Ohio by Saturday afternoon, so they were out of anything. When they got home the following weekend, their place was fine. The only thing that got hit was their lime tree, and it had no leaves, so they were fine. On the other hand, McCrae family Homestead, who was on here, Robin, they didn't get hit hard, but hard enough where they had to get some dirt and some sand. They need some stuff done to their modular. Unfortunately, they do have house insurance, so FEMA won't touch them. FEMA will not help because they have house insurance. But the hurricane insurance is over $4,000 deductible. Sorry, we're just normal folks. They are both, like Daryl and me, they are on disability, and they have 3 growing boys. So they didn't have the money, and she was like pulling her hair out, trying to figure out where she was going to get money to get a truckload or 2 of dirt to fill in for their driveway to get in and out. I messaged Ben and gave him, let him run with it. If he didn't want to do it, that was fine with me. It's his live stream. And he graciously pretty much made that entire stream for McCrae Family Homestead. And they got enough money to get 2 loads of dirt, I think. I don't know if Robin is still awake, because she usually takes pills and she's usually dead asleep by this time. But because of the community we have, helped her out enough that they get started with redoing what they need to.
Cab, you have made it here. There's a request in the chat for a photo of you. So I guess you're going to have to get some printed up and sign them, and so you can pass those out at your local hardware store.
Oh,
at Lowe's.
Joe, how do CAB7 have a photo to give a fan? So.
I don't have a photo to give any fans, but I do have a channel sticker now that I have.
And how would one obtain a sticker? Do they need to email you?
Sure. Yeah, you can send a message to my messages there on YouTube. You go to the About page, and you'll see a little box that says Messages. Click on that, and you can send me a message, a private message to me, and give me your address, and I'll mail you off a sticker.
Well,
if you want to see what that looks like, I got them right with me. I've got a few of them, but that's what it's. I got to cut these out, but that's what the sticker looks like.
Okay.
So that's what you would get.
Okay. So for those of you in the chat, if you want a sticker, You send him a private message, YouTube, on his YouTube channel, and
Oh, that's the comedy and the drama one, right?
That's right.
You were explaining that earlier. See, I remembered.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that's cool. I like that.
So did you come up with that? You came up with that when you had your previous name, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I sure did. Yep.
I figured that out all by myself.
So proud of you. Noah's Ark said I'd have no idea who Ben is. That guy over there.
That guy over there.
CAB7's
with the hat on.
CAB7's given name is Ben.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to share something real quick. I haven't been typing in the chat there, but I want to acknowledge all the people that have said those three words that mean so much to me. I love you. And for all the people that have said that, I've noticed it. And you know what? CAB7 has much love for all you folks, too. There's no doubt about it, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be here.
Any other questions? They're all going, I want a sticker, I want a sticker.
Oh, no, boy. I've only got so many.
Yeah, somebody said, or was it, somebody said Dark Matters is on a milk bottle, milk carton.
Oh, jeez.
Well, and don't forget, those of you that are new to our channel here this evening because of Ben, if you come back in, you'll be able to see the chat because it is recorded with the stream and it is embedded with the stream. So if you want to watch it at a later time, you can see everything that was said. It makes it much easier to follow along, and to me, it makes a rerun of a live chat a lot more enjoyable. So I just wanted to throw that out.
Nice.
Okay. So as we continue here, I see that we're
Grizz, I'm not even going to say that. Ben's going to have to read it.
Y'all better hit that like button or I'm going to stuff this kitty in CAB7's to pounds.
There we go. God, you saw it.
Hey, that's the Grizz that I know.
There we go. Okay, folks, it's approaching an hour, so let's do another trivia time. We always do 2 every week. Okay, let me just go over the rules again very quickly, please. You can only win once every 4 weeks. You must be the first person to answer the question correctly in the chat window as it is received and recorded on the stream here at Two Family Homestead. And then please send us an email with your mailing address within 48 hours at twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. And we, in return, if you are the winner, will send you a $2 bill. And probably not everybody in the chat has one of those. So
somebody, I don't know who said it early when we did the other one. They didn't even know they were still in print.
They still do exist. Mm-hmm. All right. So if everybody's ready, we'll transition to the question.
Oh, Coco.
Here we go. CAB7 was a Boy Scout. What rank did he achieve as a Boy Scout?
Pancakes. There we go. I saw it, Daniel. Thank you.
805 Road King, Eagle. So 805 Road King, you were the first one that came through here.
Isn't Eagle Scout like one of the top ones you can get to?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yes, and a lot of people have it. Country Girl, Dark Matter.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
The BC Truck thinks you were a Master Sergeant. Matthew Drake is Eagle Scout. Black Cat, Eagle Scout. Skeeter Jackson, Star Scout. But first one would have been 805 Road King.
And we have a grandson that he will be getting his Eagle Scout.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Justin has been, he's an awesome young man.
Wow.
Okay.
Cub Scout. It's a bee lady.
So 805 Road King, please send us twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Please send us an email. Give us your mailing address. Tell us who you are in case we don't associate 805 Road King with Simon Says or whoever, whatever your real name might be.
Bob Homestead said he was in the Air Force. Does that count? And Coco Noel wants to know if you're selling any BS cookies this year.
Bullshit cookies? No, I don't sell that kind of stuff. That's only a Girl Scout thing. But listen, we're talking about Boy Scouts, and I know I'm doing this for 805 Road King, and he knows what I'm going to show y'all. But I kept my Air Force uniform, right? Well, I keep memories of me, and everyone knows that I got everything in this house. But I kept my Boy Scout uniform. There's my rank, Eagle Scout. And I was in Troop 26, and then I was in Montana. That's where I grew up at. But these are all the merit badges I earned to get that Eagle Scout. And then this is Order of the Arrow, a distinguished a group of young men. You get this. And I made a second, there's 3 ranks of that, and I made Brotherhood. Matter of fact, my dad and me both made that rank because my dad was a System Scoutmaster. And he also made Brotherhood with me.
That is so cool.
Very neat.
Yeah.
Very neat. You fit in that one?
No, that's a little too tight.
That's a Boy Scout one, Daryl.
Let's put it this way: that I got Eagle Scout back in 1981, so that was a long time ago.
Yeah, drunken one. You're right. He's never going to fit in that one again.
No.
Matthew Drake. My youngest is 30. I don't know how that can be because I'm only 21, but and I have his baby blanket. So yeah, some of us do keep the baby stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ben, when my birthday in August, my granddaughters asked how old I was, and I said 21. So they went home and told, telling their dad, and Dad, since she's not 21. He says, I'm 30, how can she be 21? They came back and told me. I said, I don't know what to tell you, but your dad's wrong. I'm 21. I said, Auntie Kara, which is my daughter, my oldest. And she knew better. Yeah, whatever Mom says, They still don't know how old I am. They don't know.
You did make a comment about that earlier, about the 20. And I saw that the other portion of that mathematics. I laughed. That was funny.
Do you know how many people, when they hear that you can see the hamsters in their head trying to add?
Yeah.
Let's see. This and this is this. Do you have to carry the one or anything? And then this and this. Oh, okay. It's funnier than I'll get out trying to watch somebody add those numbers up. Yeah. What else we got? Oh, Grizz has been 12 for 46 years. Were you drinking potato juice at 12? You are well preserved there, Grizz.
I still get carded at 52 is what Matthew Drake says.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, well, there sometimes they have to card you. You just turn around and go, thank you. Made my day. Or you go into Golden Corral and they look at you and you go, and they say, seniors? You go, yes, I'm in 12th grade. I'm a senior. Oh, we graduate this year. There we go, Grandpa's place. He said his grandmother was 23 till the day she died. There we go. I knew I wasn't alone in this.
So, Ben, on the YouTubers that you visited,
Right.
and I certainly don't know all of them, but I have seen some of your videos where you've gone and visited. I know you visited, I think it was Helga's Kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
And somebody in Georgia.
Yeah.
And but it seems to me like most of those that you went and visited were a little bit more toward, I'm going to say, the homesteading lifestyle that I've noticed anyway. Maybe that's just because of my background. But what I was getting at is, I know your channel is rooted in comedy, which is different from, at least where Sherry and I are, have our channel base. And,
Right.
And a large percentage of the people in here probably are not into their channels are not into comedy. So I kind of
Right.
wondered where you gravitated to as far as different genres.
Well, my channel that I put out is eclectic, and I have a playlist. Thank goodness to Dark Matter. He showed me how to do that, and he's a smart guy. He knows a lot about YouTube and stuff on YouTube. But I created a playlist. But I do gardening as a part of me, nature is another part of me, comedy is another part of me, and inspirational videos and is another part, and then my art and photography. It's all on that channel. So I didn't just stick with one genre. I cover a lot of them because that's who makes up CAB7 are all those things.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And we've talked about this before, about just the broad number, the being able to go into different types of channels and
Right.
and learn something and find something interesting, irregardless.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say every channel has something you can learn or find interesting. I don't want to stretch it to that extreme.
There's some channels I just want to run out as soon as I click on it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I'm going to say everybody with somewhat a level head on their shoulders, absolutely, there's something in their channel you can either learn from,
Mm-hmm.
or feel good about, or just a general good experience. And that's why we certainly encourage everybody in the chat right now, look at the person above you and the person below you. If you're not sub to them, go check them out.
Yep.
I agree.
Ben, Country Girl wants to know when you're going to get down to Texas, because she'd be happy to see you.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Country Girl, are you saying that in a Mae West voice?
Mae West, yeah.
Maybe she wants Ben to be present when Grizz gives her hand away.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, unbeknownst to many people, I just recently purchased a priest outfit. I am Catholic, by the way, but I bought a priest outfit off the Amazon, and I put it on yesterday in front of a group of people. And you can make light of everything. You really can, as long as it's not out of hand. But I have no problem putting on that priest outfit and marrying both those people off. I have no problem with that. Trust me, I might have to drink some mountain water, and I'm not even a drinker.
Speaking of mountain water, Grizz is saying that we got to ask Ben about your fire pit. It's awesome.
And want to say hello to Duckhead Homestead. Thank you for stopping in.
Yeah, Duckhead, hey.
Yeah, I see him. Thank you, Duckhead.
Kentucky Ranger.
Texas
hello.
Texas Little Star. So what about this fire pit?
I'm not a professional builder or contractor of any sort. it's just somehow I have a knack for building projects outside, and they're not that difficult projects. But I did build a very unique fire pit in my backyard, and you can see that in my gardening videos. But I love being outside, and I love nature. And the thing about the campfire is kind of like YouTube, you know. You become attracted to people, and you hope that you could maybe one day meet them and sit around a campfire and just, you know, talk all night long. And I've got enough seating out there for 16 people, and not that it's ever been full, but
bet you we could fill it.
but that's what to me that's what the campfire is all about. It's just a group of people that, you know, have things in common and they enjoy each other's company. And so, yeah, I definitely like fire pits.
Do you have a favorite video of yours that you've created?
Sorry.
Yeah, it like I said earlier, it would be that nature hike that I did for.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I was thinking along another line. I should have narrowed it down, and I apologize.
Oh.
Do you have a favorite comedy sketch that you have done? Or are they just kind of all lumped into the same broad?
Wow. Well, yeah, that like I said, that's in a playlist and it's under comedy, but there's a couple in there that I mean, I can go back and look at my own videos and just laugh my butt off, because it's like, Ben, you look like an idiot. And I truly am an idiot when I do these things. It's like, I can't believe I just did that. But yeah, I would say that my favorite one is probably the exercise for those over 50. That was the most daring video I've ever done.
I told him, if you have something in your mouth, swallow it.
Yeah. We,
oh my Lord!
I don't think we really wanted to put one of those in the promo.
No, I could bring it up on my phone though, and we could do the same thing that Country Girl did, or Sam did it.
But the Big Bones was in good taste because I stopped it right there.
That's true. The dating one. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dating one.
Yeah. And Country Girl muted everybody, so nobody talked when Sam had that video going on his phone, so everybody could watch it.
Yeah.
And even after watching it the third time, I was still in hysterics.
Looks like Backwoods is putting out he wants his mom to call. Thought he was passing out his number.
We all call him Spicy. Oh, Noah's Ark. Yeah, I'm trying to hold on. I will put in. Give me a minute here.
She'll put in a link to the video.
I'm going to put a link in here to the video.
And
let me find my right tab up here so I know where I'm going.
And as Sherry has said, do not be drinking while you're watching this.
Do not have anything in your mouth when you're watching this. And it's very short. I mean, if you want to go open up a new tab and watch this, feel free. It's hysterical. There we go. 555. There you go, Backwoods. Let's see how many people will call it.
Okay, Scott King, I don't know the rules yet.
Rules on what?
Yep, rules on what?
You tell him, Mama. Oh, just wait till I do. Oh, we may be in trouble.
Mitchell Family Reality Show TV says, CAB7 is very awesome. When we are down, he brings us up and puts a smile on our face and makes us laugh. Yes, he does. He does that to a lot of people. Ben, what is the best thing you like about prepping? This is asked by a Texas Little Star.
About prepping, yeah.
The best thing I like about prepping is YouTube, believe it or not, because YouTube, this platform is amazing. It's like a dictionary and an encyclopedia wrapped into one, because no matter what you type into that search engine or that search box, more likely YouTube's going to have it. And I do believe in prepping. I really do. And I've learned so much in just the last 4 years since I've been on YouTube. The people's ideas, things I've never even would have considered. I've learned that you can use certain things to do certain things. And it's amazing the information that's out there. And a couple of those people are in this room right now that teach that kind of stuff. I mean, everyone seems to be a teacher, and then there's always a student. And you'd hope that maybe one day that student becomes that teacher.
Mm-hmm. Country Girl wants to know what your favorite painting is that you've done.
My favorite, I've got it out there in the other room if you want me to run out there and get it. I don't know.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Absolutely.
Well, actually, I'll do better than that. I'll take you with me. I'll take you with me.
Can you carry everybody?
I was going to say, I haven't been picked up in a long time.
You know what? You're all of you together. You're a heavy load, but you know what? I can lift you all up.
Grizz, the only prepping I've done involved Preparation H.
This is most of my scenes are from Montana, and it's how I saw Montana when I was living there through my eyes. And to some people, it's like, that doesn't look like Montana, but for me, it did. I mean, but this is my favorite painting that I did of Montana.
Wow. And that's acrylics.
Yeah, it sure is.
Wow.
Do you do any other media besides the acrylics? Do you do chalks or?
No, that's the only one, and I'm self-taught.
Okay.
You know what? Hey, look at this baby girl. That's a little kitty right there. That's our Siamese. Hey, say hello to everyone there on YouTube there, baby girl. You know, everyone has a talent and a gift, whether they believe it or not. And I've heard it so many times, people say, oh, I don't have no talents. But everyone is born with one. And it might be noticeable at the beginning of life, or it might be noticeable toward the end of life. But everyone has a gift of some sort or a talent. So don't ever believe that you don't.
Do you are you musically inclined at all? Do you play any instruments?
Oh my Lord. Well, right here, y'all know what this is. I got a piano.
Okay.
I've got several of these things here, and these are all handmade, and I do play them. That's here. This was signed by the artist. Native American flutes.
Wow.
And then upstairs I got 2 guitars, which I haven't learned how to play those yet, but I would like to learn how to play the guitar one day. And there is a guy out there that said that he'd help me out. And he was in the room. That's Drive Shaft Drew. He's an excellent guitar player. And if you see it, Ben, if you're ever serious, I'll teach you how to play that. And then my last item I got here is that right there. I don't know if you can see it. It's a Native American powwow drum. And that was made by an artist for me. And you can sit 10 people around that and play the drum. And I've got my 2 favorite friends in the whole world are Native American. So as for playing instruments, I just dabble. I don't know how to play full songs or anything like that. I just like to know if I can do it or not. So
Well, that's one way to find out if you like it or if you're meant to do it.
Well, and folks in the room, I think you just got a very personal tour of some insight here.
Exactly, all in awe.
And we thank you for that.
Spicy, thank you for stopping. Yeah, Matthew Drake says he needs a native sweat lodge to go with the native motif.
Oh, wow, I've been in one of those things, and I'll tell you, if you know what a sauna feels like, that's about what it feels like in a teepee or a sweat lodge, and they're all made differently, but I'll tell you, they're hotter than heck in there, and you better ask your doctor before you enter a place like that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Now, Ben, I noticed that you do all your streams in the garage area, I believe. Is that just your office? Is that your room of preference, or?
Well, this is the only place I can smoke at. Bad, Ben, bad. Yeah, this is where I do most of them at. Yeah, that's right.
Well, I know we've gotten to see it, day and night, and so we've seen we've seen it in the sun, we've seen it in the dark.
Yeah. I remember you were talking about that light behind the American flag back there.
Yes.
I purposely have not screwed that light bulb back in. It's like I got to keep that off. I got to keep it off. But I came out tonight. After doing the live streams, I came out tonight and I'm a little groggy and all that, and I walked down here and I went, oh no, the damn light bulb went out. And I forgot that I purposely unscrewed it just because you're saying that, it's easier to see it, without that light bulb in the back there.
Well, and I will say that, in the daytime, when we did that, you see the flag a little better. Right now it's a little bit dark in the upper corner.
Yeah.
But the reason I mentioned that, and I'm sure that others would tell you the same thing, it put a glare right behind your head, and it took away from your presence.
Right, so. Right. Hey, there's something I did want to mention, and a very important part of my life, and I think I did a video on it somewhere in my videos, but I'm adopted. And I'm adopted from a family of, there were 10 of us, and one passed away at birth, but I've never met my family before until 3 years ago. I had the opportunity to meet these people I've never met, my brothers and sister over in Germany, and my birth mother. And I got in contact with them, and we all saved money, and they saved most of it. And I was able, for my 50th birthday, I went to Germany to meet all my blood relatives, my siblings, and my birth mom for the very first time in 50 years.
Wow.
Are those the pictures you have up on your Facebook page?
Yeah, there should be some of the pictures are up there. Yep, that's my family.
I saw those today. Cool.
Yeah, and then 2 years ago, my sister Linda, her and me were adopted together, she's out in Montana. We all saved money again, and she was able to go out for her 51st birthday, and she was able to meet everyone just like I did, and just to watch her and the experience that she went through, you will never forget it till the day you die. It is, wow, very, very powerful to meet these people. And we've all become fast friends since then.
Very nice.
That's cool.
Very nice. So, folks, anybody else have any questions here for Ben, for CAB7?
Seeing him.
He said if he doesn't like a question, he's not going to answer it, so don't be afraid.
That's right. I'll answer anything. Country Girl was asking, what part of Montana I'll be going next year to see my family? Well, I lived in Missoula, Montana, out west, up in the Rocky Mountains, and I lived in Billings, Montana, which is the largest city, and I lived in Great Falls, Montana, and that's where Millstrom Air Force Base is located. So I've lived on the west, the east side, and right in the central part of the state. And it is absolutely beautiful if anyone ever gets a chance. And I'm not just trying to promote Montana because I live there, but it is truly an outdoorsman's paradise. If you like fishing, hunting, and camping, it is definitely right there.
Where's your next field trip to, Ben?
That is an ancient Chinese secret. Yeah, I don't let no one know where I'm going.
No, he doesn't. He does it. He does the video. Then when he comes home, he uploads it, and then we know where he went.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's what I do. It's like a teaser. You know, I let everyone know, and I'm excited. I'll go, I'm meeting another YouTuber. I'm going to meet. And who are you going to meet? Well, I can't tell you. What direction? I can't tell you that until the video goes up.
Yeah, I've sat through a couple of those where you're just quiet, Mom.
Yep, that's right. And it's hard to do. I mean, it really is, because it's so exciting to meet another YouTuber, and you just want to share that with everyone, you know?
And I don't know if I missed this or what, but Dark Matter wants to know how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop?
I just read that.
You know, that's a secret that Dark Matter and his wife have between themselves, and I don't want to be any part of that.
Touche, Ben. Touche. That was good. Oh, starting to buffer for Grizz.
Yeah, I see that, but I just checked the settings here. And
maybe you just need to shake your computer.
Yeah, we're showing everything very good on this end, Grizz. So I'm not seeing any issues here at all. Okay, and Matthew wants to go fishing with Tina. Let's see.
Mitchell Family Reality Show would like CAB7 to come to West Virginia to meet. Or you can meet in the middle. That would be Ohio.
That's in
the middle.
Oh,
you know, I travel to meet the other people. They don't have to travel at all. You know, everything's taken care of. I drive all the distance, and they don't have to, unless they don't feel comfortable with me, come to their house. Now, I've never had that problem yet, so I hope I never do. But yeah, I do. I drive all the way straight to your door. But yeah, you never know. I've been to West Virginia to meet all caliber firearms at ACF in West Virginia. So I've been there.
That's a relatively short jaunt for you, isn't it?
Yeah, that was actually probably my third shortest. You know, it's really unique. My farthest trip was down to Georgia, up north of Atlanta, up in the northwest corner, to meet Calvin's Corner 72, and then to meet Dark Matter. I met him for the first time, and Noble Archive, and they're both in the same state. That was just under 800 miles one way, and then the closest was our friend Robin Sadowski. I just saw her the other day. I did a video and put it up. So I've been all over.
Yeah, I saw that video.
Drunken One wants to know that if you go to his place, can you bring a pizza?
He wants me to be a pizza delivery guy. Well, you know, believe it or not, out of the 6 hats that I've got, one of them is not a cab hat. It is a pizza delivery hat. It's upstairs.
Kelly wants to know if you learned your acrylic painting from Bob Ross, because it looks a lot like his method.
Wow, that's a compliment, because back in the 70s on PBS, that's right, Bob Ross did have a regular show once a week on Saturdays.
Yep.
And you know, if I were to compare myself to any person with that kind of personality, I would hope that I'm kind of like Bob Ross, because he was a gentle guy with a good-hearted spirit, and he was a great teacher. But yeah, I used to watch him every Saturday, and I think that's who really inspired me.
Yep, used to watch those also.
Okay, and I did see, as it kind of flashed through, that Dark Matter said that you actually met him in a traffic jam.
Actually, I met him at a homeless shelter. And he wanted to take me on his traveling route to collect aluminum cans in back alleys, and I said, I'm a little scared about what you want to do here. So I took him to McDonald's and served him up a pizza. Yep.
There you go.
Drew, thank you for stopping.
Good old Drew.
It looks like Teasers Pleasers has taken a wine lesson from Papa.
Yeah, we still got ours to do.
Yeah, I bought the juice. I haven't added the yeast yet. So things look like, I was going to say, it looks like they slowed down, but we still got 52 people in here. Goodness sakes.
You mentioned alcohol, making alcohol. And my dad did that back in the 70s. But I did want to talk about something just real quick, speaking of alcohol. I quit drinking alcohol almost 12 years ago. This January 1st will be 12 years that I have not touched a lick of alcohol. And it was probably one of the hardest things in my life to do because I was pretty bad. I kind of let it take over my life. But it took me, myself, and I to quit. It wasn't other people. I mean, other people said, you're kind of going overboard. You need to maybe do something about it. But it started with me. And so for 12 years almost, I haven't touched alcohol. But for those people that have a problem with it and they know it, you can do it. You can do it. You really can. And trust me, it can make a big difference in your life. I don't condemn anyone that drinks alcohol because I used to be one of those people that partied and had a good time. But for those that are, trying to quit, it can be done. If I can do it, and trust me, I was bad, anyone can do it.
PC truck. I stopped drinking when I realized I was allergic to it. Whenever I would drink, I would break out in black eyes.
Yeah, that would do that sometimes, yeah.
And I noticed that we have our German friend in
yeah, Miss Butler's in the room.
Yeah, Renee Butler is in the room.
Oh, yeah, Renee, yeah.
Hey.
Dark Matter has to go. Thank you, Dark Matter, for being here.
Yes, thank you for stopping in and saying hello. We appreciate it.
Definitely.
All right. Samwise says his afro shrunk. Now he's bald.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh. So, just to let everybody know where we're at here on the time situation. We've been going pretty good and strong here for an hour and a half. And we love everybody in the room. We're so glad you're all here. We do not have a quitting agenda. We do not have a hard stop. This is entirely dependent upon you folks in the room, in the chat, and of course our guest over here. So I'll just kind of put it out. If y'all want to go, we are here to host it as long as you want to go. If you want to kind of call an evening or go 15 more minutes or another 20 or whatever, doesn't matter. But at this point, the show is kind of yours. So as long as you're asking questions, I guess Ben is going to keep answering. And I know that he can go for hours, folks. You are not going to outlast him.
No.
Wait a minute. Bobby Sprinkler's showing off pink patties.
Oh, you don't know about that. You're not into the.
I wasn't into pink panties.
You don't go into the circus live streams enough. Yes, Bobby has pink panties.
Good old Bobby.
Good old Bobby. Yeah. I think they were Tammy's to begin with, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my!
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Country girl or Bobby can, or Tammy's here. Tammy can tell us.
I write down a lot of notes. How I remember names of people on their channels, but that is one piece of information I don't think I'll be putting down in my information book.
Twerking Bobby Sprinkle. That'll be the next video.
I think I'm going to pass on that one.
Yeah, I probably don't want to comment. Oh yeah, 4:30 in the morning over in Germany. Oy vey.
Well, it's in the morning. She's just getting up.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think my eyes are seeing the inside of my eyelids at that time, usually.
Okay.
Dana, thank you for stopping. Go find your bed and pass out. Kellie's here for the duration.
Shout out to Bob Ross. I like that. That's right.
Very nice. You haven't been to sleep yet?
Oh, you haven't been to sleep yet.
CAB7, what is your favorite food?
All of it.
He's not picky, Mitchell family.
Uh-uh.
All right. What food do you not like?
Oh, geez. There's like 3 of them that I cannot stand. One of them is Brussels sprouts. Another one is asparagus. And the last one is sauerkraut. And I was born in Germany. You'd think that I'd love sauerkraut, but I don't.
I love sauerkraut. I want to try and make it, but I haven't yet.
Oh, geez.
Well, and the asparagus and Brussels sprouts are both deep root plants.
I love asparagus. You know that. We grow that.
Yeah.
What's the strangest food you've eaten?
The strangest food I've eaten. Well, I'll tell you. On a live stream, I did I'll do a lot of things. On this particular night on this live stream, I was told that peanut butter and mustard are really good. And
really?
This guy told me, he said, Ben, you've got to try it. It is awesome. I eat it all the time. And I'm willing to try most anything at least once. And I did that. And I wanted to do it in front of an audience of people. So I brought down 2 of my mustards from upstairs. And
covered it.
I got a big old scoop of peanut butter, and I squirted the first mustard, French cheese, on there. And it's like, I can handle this, but it's not something that I don't. This guy was promoting this way too much. This is not the best tasting stuff I've ever had.
Lordy, I guess.
Well, I looked on the bottle, and it was 3 months outdated, that mustard. And maybe that had something to do with the taste, but then I tried the second one, and I showed the expiration date to the camera. And so I got another scoop of peanut butter, and I think the other one was do something. It was a French name. I couldn't pronounce it, but so I squirted a generous portion of that all over this peanut butter. You couldn't even see the peanut butter on the spoon anymore, and it had an odd smell to it. And I'm going, boy, that does not smell like the mustard that I'm used to. So I still stuck it in my mouth and mushed it around, and it was the god-awfulest taste I have ever had. There is nothing compared to this. Well, I looked at the expiration date on that, and it was 2.5 years outdated.
Oh my!
And oh Lord! I mean, and I showed the date. I showed the expiration date. I should have looked at these dates, and I don't know why I didn't do that. But that taste lingered in my mouth for a couple days. It was really, really bad.
Good Lord! Gosh.
There's nothing wrong with frog legs, Dixie girl.
I ain't touching Kermie's
frog
legs.
legs.
Ain't touching Kermie's legs.
Oh yeah, peanut butter and Miracle Whip. Oh God, yes.
Canned smoked yak. Can't say I've ever had it.
Wow.
At Teasers Pleasers, there's no doubt that you will be canning while you sleep. There is no doubt in my mind.
BC Truck, thank you very much for stopping by. We always enjoy having you in the chat.
Yes, thank you, BC Truck. Ham, peanut butter, jelly, mayo, and mustard.
And teaser pleasers, thank you for stopping by.
Oh.
And Grandpa's place has a possum in the freezer. Tomorrow's dinner, he says.
Awesome.
I'm so sorry, Grandpa, you're so far away from Ohio. Really, I am. Peanut butter sandwich dipped in melted peanut butter. Well, that'd be different.
Okay, Ben, have you tried the canned unicorn meat yet? That's being asked by Daniel.
Have I asked? Have I ate?
Yeah, have you tried the canned unicorn meat yet?
Well, I got to be honest with you. Anything with a horn on it that doesn't belong there, I'm not going to eat it.
And this coming from a fellow Buckeye here. Yeah.
Good redneck eating. Fried Oreos.
They sell those at fairs.
That actually
Matthew
sounds pretty
Drake,
good.
chicken giblets. Famous recipe chicken. When it first came out years ago, was it in the 80s or 70s? They sold fried chicken giblets.
Oh, wow, that sounds good right now.
I know, I used to love them. I'm one of those weird people. Now that I'll eat. Frog legs I won't touch. Isn't that strange? That's like people look at me like, what's that sandwich? I go corned beef and tongue. Well, I know what corned beef is, but what's tongue? Just what it says. Beef tongue.
They're into traveling dream adventures. We are in north central Ohio. Is our location in Ohio.
Found that one yet? We're right in the middle.
Yeah.
Literally, it's called Mid-Ohio.
Yeah, north central Ohio. Pickled pig's feet. Ben?
I have seen that in the grocery stores, and I'm willing to try most anything once. I've never tried it before, but if it was served up to me and cooked right, yeah, I'd try that. Heck yeah.
Fried butter. Can't say that I've had that, big lady.
And Noah's Ark says that he's Scottish, or she, I don't know which, Scottish, but I've never had haggis or blood pudding, and not going to.
No.
What was that?
Fried pickles. Mel, I like pickles, so fried pickles are good. That was
blood sausage I had.
That was blood sausage when Justin Rhodes, Great American Tour, stopped here in Ohio.
Well, I tried it.
Yes, you did. But I wanted you to try it when they were videotaping it.
No, I didn't want to be videotaped while I was trying that.
He couldn't wait. He couldn't wait to get a drink. Yes, Sam, I agree. Yeah, I was brought up on it, so to me it's nothing unusual. It's one of those things. If you're brought up on greens or whatever those are, those green leafy things.
Ben, have you had head cheese or sweetbreads?
Head cheese? No, I've only heard of that name. And I love cheese, but head cheese that can be taken two different ways, and the second way is never. And sweetbreads?
Sweetbreads.
What's that?
Isn't that the insides, the intestines?
I don't know.
I think so. Can anyone tell us what sweetbreads are? Isn't that like the intestines? How did we get on this subject?
Somehow we got to talking about food. I don't know.
Matthew says he's not going to eat anything that was attached to an animal. You don't like steak? Cheeseburger? Hello?
You know, it's kind of funny because when you get in a group of people, like a hangout or a live stream or something like that, one person will start eating a snack. And it's almost addictive because it can be like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I've been on here many times at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And one person says, I'll be right back, and they'll grab a snack. And would you believe almost everyone else is grabbing a snack themselves?
It's like when somebody yawns, it just goes right down the row.
Yeah.
Got it.
Animal testes are sweetbread.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
No.
Oh, testes.
Testes.
Oh, don't they have a testy festival in Montana?
Yeah.
Yes, I have. They call that Rocky Mountain oysters, and
Yes.
I sure have. Yep, I've had that. Yep, you bet. Yep.
And Samwise apparently likes calf brains and eggs. Dixie Girl says she's glad she's already eaten.
Lord, I don't know if this conversation's getting better or getting worse. Yeah, it sounds like something that should be at one of those trailers for a fair.
We need living on a dime in here to get some new ideas for recipes.
Lordy. Can you imagine? That would be hysterical.
All right. Well, folks, I'll tell you what. It's
10:43.
Yeah, it's been about an hour and 45 minutes, and we see that the viewers are starting to drop off, and I think we're starting to get a little silly here on our menu items. So.
And if you want to join another live stream, Country Girl has one going on right now.
Nice.
So there you go, Ben. It'll keep up, right? So you can get your 13 hours in.
I might go over there.
So if there's
Elf balls and spaghetti sauce.
Is it going to be like the what is it, 2:30 last call?
Yeah, for booze.
Yeah.
Or the bars.
This is the last call. If anybody's got any more questions, type them up there now, and we'll get them going. Otherwise, I think we're going to let Ben take a break, and probably won't take a long one, but maybe make a necessary trip or something, and he'll probably head off into other parts unknown.
That's right.
So, a pig ear sandwich.
The bee lady apiary now. She just recently came out of the hospital, correct?
Yes.
And I just wanted to say to her that woman. I like her bubbly personality. She is so cool and so down to earth, and she knows a lot about bees. And matter of fact, I think she has an open invitation for me to come out there and do some learn how to do some work with bees. And I told her, I said, I have a lot of bees around my yard, honeybees and bumblebees, and I don't have to wear the suit. And I have a lot of them, I really do. They must be coming from hives around the area, but I've never had any problems with bees at all, and I'm right next to them. But that might be an opportunity one day. I just want to say I am so glad she's out of the hospital, and I want to wish her a quick recovery. I really do.
Hey, Sam, like I said, it was intestines. Ooh, no thank you. Nope.
Yeah, we're all very happy to be letting get out of the hospital today, and
yes. Robin from McCrae.
Unless she escaped and she knows
she couldn't do that because then the hospital bill wouldn't have been paid. When you have insurance, if the doctor doesn't sign off, insurance won't pay for it.
Ah.
Yeah, that's why they keep you there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, folks, we certainly thank everybody for being here. Don't forget, every Monday night, we're going to try to bring you somebody different. And next week is Kellie PB Fam. And we'll have to see what she has to say. So don't forget, every Monday night, 9 o'clock, you'll see the schedule come up on the closing screen. And also on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock, I'm just kind of doing a pretty open thing on some editing on videos. Yeah, primarily using Filmora, but we can talk some generalizations and other things like that if anybody has an interest. And so far, they've been kind of interesting. We've had some people, I think, that have really enjoyed it, and will continue to do so as long as that interest is there. Mm-hmm. So, Ben, you have any last words for anybody?
Yeah, I sure do. There's a statement that, I end all my live streams with, because I'm passionate about people, and I'm glad that I'm here on YouTube, because I've met so many fine folks, I really have. But when you come to my live stream, I always simply end it by saying, you have a friend in CAB7.
Yep, you sure do. Thank you, folks. Like I said, if you want, Country Girl has a live stream going right now. Go ahead and show her the love. She's a great person. Sam's going to be there. I know that.
Okay. Good night, folks. We'll see you all next week. Have a wonderful week.
Bye-bye. Bye.